Hello and welcome to the Gaming Chronicles. Today we will be playing Mega Man 5, first released in 1992 by Capcom. So let's fire it right up. Okay, let's start with Starman. I think that's just about who everybody starts with, whether you're casual or a speedrunner or whatnot. So we have this nice little cutscene at the beginning where it appears that Proto Man is the bad guy. Well, spoilers, he's not. But that's what it appears to be. An interesting thing that I think is it the manual? I can't remember if it's the just the Japanese version or if it's in the English version, but come on. There we go, get those little bouncing boys. What are they trying to say? Oh yeah, the events of Mega Man 5 happen only 2 months after the events of Mega Man 4, so our Blue Bomber Boy cannot get a break from having to save the world from evil robots. Okay, so this jump is death. This jump is death. Ugh. Anyway, so yeah, and that's about it, really. I mean, the cutscene is pretty self-explanatory. There are 8 new Robot Masters that have been reprogrammed to do the evil bidding of someone who is totally Proto Man. And anyway, come on, get him. And then Dr. Light now has been captured. We're kind of up in the stakes. I don't think that he wasn't captured in any of the previous Mega Mans, right? No, he was at the end of 3. At the tail end of 3, he was captured. Ah! Let's charge my laser. Anyway, so this is not Dr. Light's first time getting captured. Oh wow, that was a bad miss on the zapper. I don't remember what those robots' names are. But anyway, and I think that anybody who has played more than one installment of Mega Man, especially anybody who played Mega Man 4, would kind of suspect that, okay, yeah, I really believe that it was Proto Man and not Dr. Wily, wink wink. You know, let's see, I'm pretty sure, yeah, and I'm pretty sure that anybody who had played more than one installment of Mega Man previous to 5 didn't believe for 1 second that Dr. Wily wasn't back. That's just kind of the, you know, the trope by now. Yeah, Dr. Wily says he's not going to be bad anymore than he is, and so that's what we expect. Alright, we got the little thing where it disabled the gravity physics. That's cool. That's always fun. No one cares, but it's fun to do. It's actually something that speedrunners, I believe, try to get, so that it saves them just that extra 1 or 2 seconds, so Mega Man doesn't have to do the slow fall. But anyway, we whizzed right past Starman's stage. Really, it's a easy stage, easy Robot Master. I think it's quicker to defeat Starman with the Mega Buster than with the Water Wave, just because, as we saw, he gave us a couple of good patterns where he went to the top, and when he goes to the top and shoots his Star Crash at you, it gives the opportunity to hit him once up top and then once at the bottom. So you're effectively taking getting 2 shots before you can get his shield up. and that's you know, better than Water Wave, where you always have to wait for him to be at the bottom to shoot him with his weakness. But we'll do it in the refight just for fun. Yeah, and it's a good introduction stage. I mean, aside from the anti-gravity physics, which aren't, you know, too difficult. The enemies aren't bad. There's that little you know, the hallway death with the spikes, but nothing too terrible. Alright, let's take care of that guy. And Gravity Man also, like, as a follow-up, right? Oh, we missed it. There we go. Anyway, Gravity Man stage is a good follow-up. Those big guys that I can't remember, I call them the clunkers. Well, actually, I had a lot of names for them. But the big clunkers, I think, is probably the most appropriate name that I had for them. And don't die on the spikes. And so anyway, they're not bad. They're scary because they're like, oh no, it's a big robot that's trying to jump on me. But oh, we need to switch to Star Crash. But yeah, not bad. And Gravity Man has a very distinct and easy pattern to learn. I can't remember if it was Gravity Man or Charge Man that was the very first Mega Man 5 boss that I defeated. Can't remember. But anyway, Gravity Man is easier than Charge Man. Much less frustrating, especially if with just the Mega Buster. Alrighty, Gravity Hold. And the nice thing about the Mega Man 5 is, well, let's talk about the Mega Buster for just a minute. So there has already been so much put into, you know, the development of the Mega Man games on the NES that the developers, if I remember correctly, it wasn't that they didn't have anywhere to go with it. It's like they really didn't want to, like, try and invent some big new thing. I think the 5 was going to be the last of the NES installments. I could be wrong on that, but it seemed like back then that everybody thought, oh, Mega Man 5 is going to be the last one. There's not going to be any more NES releases, and that was because the very next year, Mega Man X was slotted to release on the SNES. And so, I don't think anybody really expected Mega Man 6. Let's see if we can do it. I sure didn't. And so when it came out, it was like, you want to go rent it? It wasn't a game that, like, anybody wanted to buy, at least not in, you know, my circle of peers. Among my, you know, my cousins, my friends, any of us that played, you know, video games, nobody really cared about the release of Mega Man 6. And so Mega Man 5, was expected to be the last one, and so that's kind of how it was perceived. But anyway, I believe that the developers, they didn't, like, give it a half-hearted effort, because, I mean, it's still a Mega Man game. It's still you know, a solid, good Mega Man game. Oh, hurry, climb! And so then, then there's just that. And it was, you know, and it's still a good game. I mean, I heard complaints that it was too easy, and I wouldn't say that it was an easy game. I think if you were a Mega Man veteran, it probably felt like an easy game, because, you know, we had just beat, you know, 3 and 4, and, you know, and then before 3 was 2, and then, you know, there was 1, and so, you know, there are some places in 5 that can, you know, trip you up and, you know, you know, kill you. You know, there are places where you can easily die if you're not paying attention. But as far as or take stupid damage like right there. But as far as compared to the others, I would agree that it's not a hard game compared to the others, yeah. And I think that was intentional. I honestly, even though I don't think you can read it anywhere, I think that the devs, or it just felt like the devs wanted us to have kind of a fun game, because we thought that this was the last one. So we thought, oh, the devs are just giving us a nice, fun game to kind of end the NES series with. Of course, not expecting there would be a 6th. And so that's what we took it for. We enjoyed it. That was our expectation. But there, you know, then there were criticisms of it's too easy, or you know, there wasn't much more added to it. The Mega Buster. So that brings us to the Mega Buster, the whole too easy factor, right? I mean, we've seen how we've just obliterated almost every enemy in our way with the Mega Buster. And I'll pause here, or I'll kind of pause my commentary because Crystal Man stage, I gotta think for a second. So Crystal Man stage is on a global timer that we have to be aware of right from the beginning, and if we time it right, we can jump through the falling crystals without having to pause once, I believe. So let's do it. Come on. Alright, let's go. Alright, let's see if we got it. Oh! There we go. Go, go, go. Oh, we didn't quite get it. We were so close. So close. Alright, it's fine. So now everything's off. So now, yeah. Now we'll just have to do it Now there is a way you can glitch through the wall up there in that little room that basically passes you through the whole stage. Dang it! Now we're off. Oh, dag it! All right. All right, let's try again. Thank you for the free live. And the falling crystals, that was probably one of the scariest. Come on. Got it. It's probably one of the scariest parts of all the stages, just because it's like, whoa, this is crazy. And you know, but then once you play through it a few times and you get experienced, you're like, oh, it's all on a timer. So anyway, we can go right after that one. Yep. Okay, we're through. And so anyway, so it's one of those things that's meant to try and make you panic, but it's all right. It's fine. And they're deaths that are if you do die, of course. Oh, those guys. I think that's the only place that those shield, what are they called? Shield jets, shield something, I don't know. I think that's the only place where they actually show up in the entire game. It's kind of funny. They had them return like just for that. Okay, I knew he was gonna get me. I felt it in my bones. Anyway, so 2 deaths, not bad. And they were to the falling crystals, so I do not feel bad one bit about that. Whoa, that was close. Alright, so anyway, back to the Mega Buster. As we can see, it's beefed up quite a bit from the Mega Buster of Mega Man 4. Not only that, but it has piercing capabilities. If there's any enemy that has 3 or less hit points, whether they started with more, like if you've narrow, like whittled down an enemy to 4 from 4 to 3. Gravity Man's stage was actually a very good example of that, where those little drill guys, they have 4 health, but if you take down their health below the at 2 or below the 3 mark, oh, that was a bad shot, then you can fire the Buster Shot again, and it goes right through them, and it pierces however many enemies on the screen have 3 or less health. Starman stage was another good example of that. Those little flying Mets guys, where we took out like 3 or 4 at a time. So yeah, the Mega Buster is overpowered. That's another one of those things where I wondered if the devs did it on purpose, just to kind of give the player a little bit of fun feeling, actually feeling overpowered, because it's Mega Man. I mean, he is he is like the protector of the world. He's defeated Dr. Wily 4 times and all of his Robot Masters. Like, he has, he's done a lot of robot killing, and I don't know, maybe it was kind of appropriate to give him a weapon finally that kind of reflected just the the hardcore hero that he is, right? Anyway, so the name of the game is always have the Mega Buster charged, because there's always in the next screen an enemy that's waiting to kill you. So I will be frequently charged up with the Mega Buster, even when I don't need to be. And it just kind of makes the screen flows easier if I have it pre-charged. That's just kind of how it is. We'll switch to gyro attack here, because these waterfalls are deceptively easy or difficult. They seem easy, but kind of have to focus on them. And talking and providing commentary while trying to navigate them causes just enough of a distraction to my brain that it makes me go quiet. Okay, next, let's see. Do we want to try and okay, let's showcase, I guess, the super arrow. This thing is awesome. And that is why. Normally those guys with the little homing missiles, they're pretty they're pretty tough customers to deal with, because they when they raise their arms, they block your shots. The missiles home in on you, and they actually do work. They're homing missiles that home in very well. And let's go ahead and just take this guy out. We don't want to get too close to the edge. Let's see, and then let's just do gravity hold on those guys and on that guy. Okay, died on those spikes before. Alright, and I don't believe that these guys can be killed. Maybe Beat can kill him. Oh, and speaking of Beat, one thing, if I remember correctly, when the Mega Man developers, Team Mega Man, when they were developing Mega Man 3, I believe that there was a debate whether or not they should have a bird companion or a dog companion, and the dog companion won out. And so, and then when Mega Man 4 came along, they went away from I can't remember. Was there even Rush Coil in Mega Man 4? There was the items, but was Rush at all in Mega Man 4? I don't even remember. That's embarrassing. Might have been Rush Coil, but that was it, right? I don't, or was it Rush Jet or Rush Coil? Anyway, it doesn't matter. That's embarrassing. Anyway, so now Mega Man 5, they decided, well, let's put them both in. Let's put both Rush and let's put Beat in, but let's, you know, put him as a character that you have to earn through these letters and these shenanigans. And you know, it's pretty fun to get him. That, you know, that was the kind of the new thing that we were, as players, like, oh, that's cool. You know, that was the neato, kind of one of the neato aspects of the new Mega Man 5. But something about Beat. Oh yeah, and I think in the manual as well, I think this is in the manual, that Beat was actually a gift from Dr. Cossack, but it wasn't like complete yet or something, and so if I remember correctly, the whole, like, the you know, the lower part of it, if you will, made it so that you had to gather the letters because those represented the last components that Beat needed to be fully functional, that were, you know, hidden within the stages of oh, I forgot about that guy. The different stages of the Robot Masters. So that was an interesting little, you know, plot device that they added. I hate these guys because they blow up if you leave them too much or too long. Anyway, that was an interesting little thing. Alright, we'll just wait here for a second and wait for these guys to kind of come to us. Oh look, free lives. They capped the free lives at 9 on this one. I don't know if they did that with 4 or not. Once again, don't remember. 4 was one of those games where it was like, beat it a couple times and then I was done with it. It was a good game, but I just I think Mega Man 3 had been so hard that I had enough. I had taken enough of a beating from Mega Man 3 that I didn't want to. I was kind of burnt out from Mega Man. But anyway, let's talk about those secret little rocks. So in here, we won't go back in there, but there's a Mega Tank through that little hidden opening. If you hadn't picked up the one from Crystal Man stage. And oh yeah, the Mega Tank. That's not really new per se. In Mega Man 1, in one of the Dr. Wily stages, there's that little item that you pick up in, was it Wily 2 or 3? That refills all of your weapons upon pickup. And that was actually, you know, technically the very first appearance of a Mega Tank. Whoa, we just about got shot over the edge there. That would have been embarrassing. But then it wasn't revisited until, once again, I don't remember. I don't think they had it in 4. Let's see, we need Coil. And then they changed Coil a little bit. I remember trying to figure Coil out. It was like, what's going on there? Why is he like that? So they changed Rush Coil just a little bit, so you had to jump on him and then jump again. That was an adjustment. Not, you know, it's like, okay, that's weird. Why did they change that? Well, and it's kind of like going from Rush Jet in 3. That's rude. To Rush Jet in 5. Yeah, I don't think they had Rush Jet in 4. Where you, in Rush Jet 3, you could control every aspect of Rush Jet. You could control kind of forwards, backwards, if he was standing still, up, down. Whereas in 5, Rush Jet is always going forward no matter what. Here's another secret room. Oh, and the first secret room where we got the letter G, of course, that was the last letter that I ever found. I think it was my cousin or my friend. I did not find it in our group of peers. Like, I either found or figured out how to get all of the other letters first, but I could not figure out how to get that letter. Or I couldn't find it. And then I'm pretty sure it was my cousin who you know, during, I don't know, probably our half a dozenth time, like playing it together. Where are we at? We're at Stone Man stage. Notice that little, how the stones were different, right? How the pixels were different. And decided, hey, let's shoot it. So anyway, and that's how we found it. Come on. It's kind of a shame I have to blow up such a happy robot. Stone Man always looks happy. He's just a happy guy, especially when he does his little, you know, jumping around everywhere, his short jumps. He always just looks so happy. Kind of a shame we have to blow him up. Alrighty. I don't know if I've mentioned how I appreciated how a lot of these Robot Masters and their stages, you could pick as your first stage. They made it, and this is another, you know, going back to the Mega Buster being overpowered or powered up, however you want to perceive it, that you know, these stages, most of them can be quite handily and easily beaten with the just the Mega Buster, and you know, and nothing else. So it's kind of a test to, yeah, I guess the increased ease of the game. But honestly, it's just the fact that the Mega Buster is so flippin' powerful in this game. I mean, we're just, in no other Mega Man game besides this one can you just plow through the enemies with you know, your main weapon. Now we could switch to the Crystal Eye to make this section a little bit faster, but I don't care about switching weapons or doing that stuff. That's, yeah, whatever. It'll save us a little bit of time, but the Mega Buster just does fine. Alright, Mama Hens. Sorry, but you're in my way. I mean, and just the hitbox behind that thing, it's just so, oh, come on. Gotta bit the last pixel of that that ledge to be able to get that A. Alright. Oh, and this is one of those scenes where if we wanted to use the super arrow, we could, but it's not necessary. I just assume run and gun, because that's kind of the name of the game. Alright, we're gonna take the easy way out. And switch to Power Stone. Oh man, we are in for a treat with this weapon, yeah. And Charge Man, I don't know. Oh, I missed. Dang it. Stay close. This is definitely not an application of keep your enemies, or what is it? Keep your friends close and your enemies closer? Or it is an application of that. Oh man, it's right in the middle. That's the thing about when he does that secondary charge. When he's like right on your back, and he does that. I hate this guy. Whatever. That wasn't bad RNG. Not bad at all. I think his pattern is actually you can actually manipulate it, I think. Okay, Wave Man, last of the Robot Masters. Alrighty, and we have a nice, relaxing beginning of the stage. Actually, this whole stage is just kind of relaxing, to be honest. You know, you got water around you. You've just got you've got environmental hazards, but no enemies that are actively coming at you and shooting at your face or trying to stomp your head in. You know, anything like that. You just have some nice, friendly little water spouts and little spike balls or spike rollers, whatever, and little you know, chains with clubs on them. You know, no big deal. No big deal at all. So, anyway, and then we got a lot of washing machines. Alright, up we go, up we go. There we are. So, Wave Man, I think it was the hardest boss for me, not really. But I do remember that I took Wave Man out with the Mega Buster a couple of times before I felt comfortable enough to use Charge Kick on him. Charge Kick is one of those, you know, weapons or attacks that are very nuanced, and you don't really think about using them because you know, the attack is built into your slide, and for me, since I'm used to having the you know, the Mega Buster charged up 99% of the time, it just it doesn't mesh very well with my own play style. So that's kind of and I don't know, maybe that's the way it is with most players. I really don't know. But it's a cool weapon. I mean, it's there are, you know, there are probably some places, some scenes of the game, or screens, whatever you want to call them, where the Mega Buster would be, you know, useful, or not Mega Buster, Charge Kick would be useful, but I don't know. Ouch, that was embarrassing. These dolphins. Okay, I think here's where we get the E. Yep. There's that brief pause in the little boat ride that kind of gives it away that that little moment where the two dolphins jump up right in front of the E is gonna happen. So that's kind of the giveaway of when it's gonna come up. Okay, Charge Kick. Here we go. But yeah, sometimes I honestly will prefer the Charge Kick over the prefer the Mega Buster over the Charge Kick. Because you kind of have to face tank him to effectively use Charge Kick because of the fact that he has that wave, that little water spout come up. So if for whatever reason you've gotten damaged in his stage and you want to be more cautious, then the Mega Buster is definitely the way to go. I think Crystal Eye or Gyro Attack also do a couple damage on him, but anyway. On to Proto Man! You got a nice crib, Proto Man. Brother. I wonder what kind of TV you get on that satellite dish there. How come I've never been invited to an NFL, what is it, NFL Sunday ticket party, whatever that is? the the TV service where you can have like 8 NFL games on at the same time. It's kind of ridiculous. Come here. Come here. Yeah. So, I would say Proto Man stages are the most challenging of the game. I think. I don't know. There we go. Oh no, oh no. Yeah, I saw that coming. Okay, that's embarrassing. Okay, now, oh, and a cool little thing. We'll call Beat over for a second. Hahaha, Beat can kill things that are that otherwise would be invulnerable, and we just did it again. Okay, oh, and let's show off Water Wave, actually. Nice little thing about Water Wave. We can do that. So, okay, we'll stop messing around. We'll just use Rush Jet to get where we needed to go. That's, I think, how I usually get through this part. There we go. Okay, we kind of need to refill Gyro. So let's bring out our good boy. Alright, let's go ahead and bring out Gravity Hold for this next part. Because these guys are kind of outside of our range. They're just kind of in an awkward spot to try and hit. Let's see. Yeah, let's just go ahead and take out our Rush Jet. I think, as long as we hit all 3 of these guys, yep, that's good. Nice, and they even gave us, some more refill, weapon refill. Yeah, you thought you could get me. Alright, halfway point of the level, I believe. I remember this point very well because learning this level was... go away. Had a little bit of a learning curve. We've got some, what are these called? Roku blocks? I don't think that's right. And that first one, there's a lot of different ways to do it. Okay, focus a little bit here. There we go. And that one, ah, dang it. Ah, there we go. And I think both of them have a couple of different ways to like, you know, get her done. Let's see, where are we at on Gyro? We're good. Let's get a little bit of Gravity Hold, actually. Because that is a very useful weapon. Let's go ahead and just use our Mega Buster. Charge it, shoot it. Oh, and slide. Take out that guy who's kind of waiting there for us. Okay. And now we have Dark Man 2. Not Dark Man 1, but Dark Man 2. Because that's just kind of how it goes. Ah, go away. Oh man. I think the Palm Bomb will work. There we go. It's kind of hard to turn and face him without Water Wave. Anyway, and the Palm Bomb is surprisingly effective on a couple things. The big clunker guys are weak to Napalm Bomb, and there's a couple of other things. But Napalm Bomb's actually a pretty good weapon. And Oh, let's see. We're good on everything except Water Wave, which is fine. Question is, if we use our M-Tank now, will it appear in the next screen? I don't know. We're not going to worry about it. Anyway, it appears over there. But that's okay. We'll just, you can grind for weapon refills pretty easily here. Just because of the, you know, respawning nature of everything. Like right there. There we go, gravity hold is all refilled. And if we just go slowly, we won't get too many enemies. And those choo-choo trains won't be a problem either. We'll just go. Yeah. That. Alright, and we need gravity hold here. Okay, take a little bit of a breath. Alright, we got it. That's one of the few areas that have to genuinely focus. Oh, nice. Let's refill our gravity hold. Alright, we'll just kind of get up close and personal with him. Hello. Oh, whoops, we just used an E-Tank. That was dumb. Oh well. Nice, 2 weapon refills. The game is being very generous with us. Alright, we don't need the, let's see, the E-Tank's right here. Nope, that's not the E-Tank. That's the E-Tank. There. Not that we really need it. We might need a couple more, but this game throws so many E-Tanks at us. Kind of like, is it 3 or 4? There's another Mega Man where the game just throws E-Tanks at you. I think it's 2 maybe, I don't know. There we go. Oops. Alright, and, wait a minute. Yeah, this screen's kind of a... And then, there we go. I'm gonna say... This area is slightly dangerous because the tigers are not the kindest to us. Let's go ahead and give us some gravity hold. We'll just let that guy fall down to his death. There we go. And we'll just let you come to us. I think these are body slammers. Oh, we're here. So this is actually Darkman 1, and this guy is pretty easy. He just runs at us. We just gotta make sure that we execute our jumps. And sometimes it takes longer than others. Now we can summon Beat. And Beat will kill him quite handily and quickly. However, I don't typically like to waste beats weapon energy because I use gyro attack and gravity hold so much on these last stages that I typically like to make sure that if I do have to pick up a weapon refill, yeah, that was a bad shot, that I can use it for those others. So I typically like to keep beat as full as I can. Alright. Proto Man Stage 3. Which has perhaps one of the most annoying boss fights in any of the Mega Mans. Any of the Mega Mans. Not necessarily difficult because of strategy, but you still end up having to like figure out how to take the damage, you know. So let's go ahead and fill up some water wave. Yeah. Let's see. Those Copter Joes. I think according to the enemy description, the Copter Joes taught themselves how to fly. So because they're not very good pilots, they're like novice pilots. They're easy to defeat or something like that. It's kind of funny. It's like, yeah, they taught themselves how to fly, but they're not very good pilots. Alright, let's get them. These little blimps. Get that jump. Alright, there we go. There's a random little guy there. Hey, thank you. Platforming, come on. Alright, there we go. And on we go. Alright, come here, Rush. Okay, now here is a section that we can do Rush Jet, Super Arrow, or I honestly just like to do it straight up. It's not the most difficult. Ah, we didn't get the E-Tank. That's okay. If we did our jumps correctly, then we would be able to get the. Oh, we didn't. We didn't beat it. Then we could get the E-Tank. Sometimes I can get it, sometimes I don't. I'd say, I don't know, 3 out of 4 times. But it's fine. We don't need it. Oh, we're just gonna not tank that shot. I forgot about that guy. Forgot about him totally. All right, let's go. I'm glad that we got that free life because now we can have a shot at the E-Tank. Oh, never mind. We're not gonna get it. Just can't quite do it. I wonder if it's that tiny bit of focus that talking and playing takes away from the focus. To not be able to, I don't know, probably not. It's just, it's 100% doable. Okay, we're gonna not, usually I can face tank that, without a problem. How many lives do we have left? 7. Okay, yeah, we were maxed out. Let's see if we can get the E-Tank this time. We're gonna try. Nope, nope. Don't want to die by falling off those. That would be embarrassing. Oh, thank you for the life. Okay, let's be smarter about our play now. We'll just go ahead and take out the big guy. We won't try to be fancy. Not this one, the other guy. Okay, so hit him with the Buster, and then we'll switch them to Palm Bomb. And that's that. And then we can just leisurely wait for him to open his visor. These guys are annoying. Thank you for the help. Alrighty. Man, I was really hoping that we wouldn't take any deaths to those... to the areas that I thought we might take a death. Alrighty, so here, we'll just go ahead and use our good boy Rush Jet. There are a couple of enemies. I don't remember exactly where they are in the sky. There's the one. I think there's a couple here. Yep, there we go. Alrighty, very nice. We want... let's see. We'll just go ahead and use Gyro Attack for this boss. We can use Beat, but... is there an M-Tank in the next one? If we use our M-Tank here... I don't know. But we're gonna have to use it before the, we have to use before the fight's over. Ah! Oh no! Go away! Alright, let's go ahead and use our M-Tank. And then we're gonna switch to Gyro Attack. Because that takes 2 damage off of him. Yeah, I don't remember if there's a Mega Tank in the next level. I think there is, but I don't remember. Alright, we're on to Proto Man himself. Supposedly. Definitely won't be another Darkman robot. And this is one of those levels that it's like... It happened before I even said it. It's one of those levels where it's like, oh, this level is so easy. And then you die by stubbing your toe on a spike. That's hilarious. Good timing game. That was just perfect. Anyway, yeah, this is you know, short and easy. But don't be lazy about it or you die. Oh man, couldn't have gone better than that. Okay, here we go, Beat. Hey, you're whistling at me like Proto Man, but your pitch is a little off. Hey, watch where you're pointing that thing. Now that sounds like... What's this? 2 Proto Mans? It can't be. Oh, an imposter. Prepare for a whooping. Alrighty. And now we just kind of let Beat do his thing, and we just have to jump. That's about it. I think Beat does the same amount of damage as the Mega Buster shot. So, come on, get him, Beat. Thank you very much. Good job, birdie boy. Let's see, how many deaths have we had? 5? And they were all pretty, yeah. 5 deaths. 2 of which were repeated. And in those spots that you can easily die, right? Either because one, like I was trying to be too fancy about my timing and everything with like the big guy and the shield shooter. Oh yeah, exposition of the plot. Yeah, we revealed his dark robot, blah blah blah. We knew it was you the whole time, Dr. Wily. What we didn't know is that, of course, until now, Proto Man wasn't on Dr. Wily's side, because in Mega Man 3 we had seen Proto Man, but we were like, is he helping us or not? It seems like he's like fighting us, but then he's helping us. What's going on? And the funny thing about Proto Man, of course, is that he's been present, he's been around, not in the games, of course, but yeah, there's that M-Tank. He's been in the games, just not, he's been in the lore or in the universe, he just hasn't been in the games. And so, okay, I think this side is the safe side. Yeah. But now we gotta go right a little bit. But anyway, now these first few screens, they seem to have, well, that's right, we need to pay attention to our weapon refills. Because we need to refill Beat. Anyway, I was about to say, what was I about to say? Oh, yeah, Proto Man, he's been in the universe, but he hasn't been, like, around in the games. In 4, we don't see him, I don't think. And so now in 5, when he's blamed for joining Dr. Wily, it's totally believable, because Proto Man has this reputation for being a hindrance or a help to Mega Man. So anyway, that's kind of a thing. Haha, you missed. Okay, stand by. Alrighty, pardon the slight interruption. Had to step away for just a moment. Alrighty, let's call out our good boy, jump up to the ladder, and we are gonna use Super Arrow here because I don't like this part. Done it many times. However, don't want to do it today. Just using platforming skills. Just not feeling it. Not when we have Super Arrow. Because we really haven't illustrated just how amazing that weapon is. Oh, hello. Yes, thank you. Ooh, do we want Beat or Super Arrow? Let's get Super Arrow. Pretty gonna mash. There we go. Alright, come on. Okay, more blowing up blocks. Careful not to get your toe caught under those. Ah! Alright. Oh, come on. Actually, let's farm for, that's perfect. That is just perfect. Yeah, we can farm for weapon fill-ups for a second here. Let's get one more big one. Come on. Maybe not. Ugh. Yeah. Alrighty, well. That's embarrassing. Hey, thank you, game. Alright. Oh, yeah. Alright, we got him. Alright, let's see. Super Arrow. There we go. I think there's one more. Ah, one of the bullets got us. Okay, it would probably behoove us to use an E-Tank here. I don't think I'm gonna use Crystal Eye, its weakness. just because it's easier, or it's all about that flow again, right? Like, it's just easier for me to keep the Mega Buster charged, or charge it. I don't know. It just seems easier to do the Mega Buster for me than to you know, well, waste all that crystal shot, right? I thought I was going to be able to dodge it. That's rude. Oh man, I just completely screwed that shot up. There we go. Gotcha. Alright, but yeah, Crystal Eye is its weakness. But you use a lot of crystal shot. I mean, you can do the thing where you get onto the second platform, switch to Crystal Eye, shoot him, but you waste a lot of time menuing. So if you want to just like drain your Crystal Eye on that guy, you can just do the 1, 2, 3 thing. But for me, it just doesn't flow as well as just sticking with the Mega Buster. So that's why I don't switch to its weakness. Oh, run away! Sorry, that was kind of funny. Alright, now this jump is death. So we will be using Rush Jet to be going over this space. I think there's this YouTuber I've seen out there that that actually addresses that little ledge there in a very appropriate and comedic manner. Mentions how, let's see, so this jump has gotten me before. I think the key is just to jump at him, and there we go. Do that. But anyway, kind of jokes how oh, that was dumb. Kind of jokes how that little ledge is not necessarily a killer, but just oh, like the unnecessary use of Rush Hit or something. I can't remember how he put it, but let's see. There we are. I mean, and it's so short that you don't even use any energy. Okay, so I might call beat, to be perfectly honest, to get rid of these little guys. In fact, we're calling beat. Because we don't need unnecessary dangers. Let's switch back to Mega Buster. And then call back beat. Oops. There we go. And there we go. And all we have to worry about is doing that. There we go. Jump into him, or at him, whatever. Now we need some weapon ammo. Seems like I always do die once in that area, regardless of my best efforts. Okay, there we go. We need all the weapon energy for beat that we can get. We need it to be full. And we'll just take these guys out nice and safely. Alright. And we got the little bat guys. Don't know what their actual names are. I always thought they were just robot bats. I think there's a big guy up ahead. I don't remember. I'm just going to use gyro attack to take this guy out. Maybe not. Ah! Looking at the ceiling and not my feet. Good job. Hey, thanks, game. Thanks, game. Oh, yes. Alright, we'll go ahead and use Crystal Eye. Yeah, because those little eggs. Those little eggs. Okay, so here's a place where, if we really wanted to, we can stay on the ladder and use Power Stone. But we're gonna kill him with Napalm Bomb. I think here's another spot up here that we can use Power Stone. I'll just do it, just to illustrate it. Just so that Power Stone gets some love. Because otherwise, when are we gonna use this weapon? Never. It takes a minute as well, let's see. That's a cool sound effect even too. Alright, let's turn on Gyro Attack and get ready for this boss. Okay, yeah. Gotta think about what he does. Alright, so... Oh, we almost died. That was embarrassing. Does he go to the same side every time? I don't remember. No, can't remember what the pattern is. Like, what determines what side he goes to. Is it like where I am or where I'm not? I don't know. Those falling, Let's go ahead and use an E-Tank just for good measure. I am not responding very well to his, okay. Oh, that was good. This fight really isn't that hard, I promise. Oh man, are we gonna have to use a second E-Tank? Say it isn't so. Say it isn't so! Now we're at a Gyro Attack. That's embarrassing. Let's see, I think that there's, is there an M-Tank at the beginning of the next level? There might be. Yeah, we need that Gyro Attack. Because with the M-Buster, it's kind of annoying. Alright, let's play this fight better this time. My timing is still a little off. Way off. I don't know, it just seems like it's easier when he goes to the other side. There we go. There we go. Ah. I really need to learn how to dodge those bullets better. Whatever. If there was one fight that I wish I knew, like, speedrun tactics for, I think it would be this one. Because it's not a hard fight. It really, really is not a hard fight. It's just a matter of being smarter than the fight mechanics, which I was having trouble with, obviously. And just getting the timing down, since my timing was way off. How many E-Tanks do we use for our fight? 2? Yeah, we had to use 2 A-Tanks, one after the death and all that crap. Alright, an M-Tank, yay! Yeah, we needed that, don't need the E-Tank so much, but heck, the game's throwing it at us, so we're gonna take it. Alright, there's only one enemy in this place. Of course, because it's the refights. I believe this is Gravity Man. But anyway, yeah, that Wily 2 is not a difficult fight. It's just, I illustrated very well how poorly the fight can go if your timing is off. Alright, let's go ahead and do... Let's just do the Mega Buster. I just want to illustrate... how this is like the safe route, right? The safer route, I should say. You don't have to face tank like the boss or the water spout or anything like that. You can just you know, respond to the pattern and you know, take him out nice and easily. See, look how happy he is. It's like, oh, I'm so sorry that I have to blow you up. Okay, we will illustrate how silly Water Wave is with this guy. Yuck. Yuck. Yucky pattern. Yucky pattern. Oh, and then I slide right into him because I thought he was gonna jump at me. Okay, so this one's okay for the purposes of using Water Wave, but otherwise it's crap. Alright, goodbye. Hello, Gyro Man. Ah. You got a hit on us. Oh well. Crystal Man. I don't know if there's ever been a time that I've dodged that first... Oh, he took 2 shots on us with the quad shot. Interesting. But anyway, that very first volley of crystals that he shoots at us, I don't know that I've ever in my life dodged that before. Maybe once or twice, when, you know, when my muscle memory of this game was good enough that probably play a few parts of it with my eyes closed. And not that that's even a boast, that's just how ridiculously much I played this game as a kid. Alright, Charge Man always has to be the last one. Well, he's the second to last when we're defeating the Robot Masters. Oh, man, we missed. Stay close. There we go. That's the thing, is you can't be, like, right on him. You can't be too far away from him, either. Otherwise, he bum rushes you. And jumping over him is always dangerous. There we go. We're gonna do the M-Buster. So, the weakness of Wily, of this Wily 1 guy, is Star Crash, as I think everybody knows. But the problem is, I think my aim is gonna, not my aim, but my timing, I think it's gonna be off. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to do this very effectively because my timing is off. Okay, we got 1. We'll see how well we can do with Star Crash. Yeah, I'm just slightly off. And Star Crash is not as, oh, hello, forgiving, and then that can happen, is, as Mega Buster. Yeah, we're gonna have to switch to the Mega Buster. We got 1 shot off, that's ridiculous. Anyway, if we were a better player, or if I wasn't so rusty, then I'm sure that, you know, we could do the Star Crash option. Because we had, you know, half of our weapon energy left, and that's all it takes because it does 4 damage to his capsule machine masher thing. But the Mega Buster, because it has such a ridiculous wide hitbox, we don't have to be so precise in our timing. Oh, that one was not good. And you don't have, and I know you don't have to jump across the spikes like that. That's just something that I've always done to kind of make sure that my twitch muscles are always active during that fight. So that I don't get lazy, if you will, and miss a jump or get squashed or get killed. Whatever. Alright, so this guy I don't like. Yeah. They had to put 2 more of those guys in the game. They just had to do it. They just had to. One up there and then one down here. And you can't retreat because if you go back, it respawns immediately. It's like one of the biggest trolls of the game. It's like, yeah, you're almost done. We're gonna troll you with one of these laser chickens. Okay, so here's where. So I discovered when I was about to beat this game for the first time, I totally discovered by accident that Super Arrow was Wily 2's weakness. I was kind of just joking around because I had never used Super Arrow before, ever. I didn't really know how to apply it to the game. And I think that it being the first time that I had been to the... Oh, that was dumb. Come on, pay attention. Since it was the first time that I had been to the end game, I realized I've never used Super Arrow before. What am I supposed to do with this thing? So we got to this boss, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna use Super Arrow. And my buddy who was with me at the time, he's like, all right. And sure enough, it was a weakness of the robot. So that was cool to discover that. That's one of those things that, you know, it's always a feel-good moment when you discover stuff like that. Especially for me, because I'm not usually one who figures stuff out or discovers things. I'm good at taking existing strategies or secrets or stuff and refining it and perfecting it, but discovering new stuff, that's never been my thing. So anyway, whoa, those glowy balls almost bonked us in the head. Alright, and as we can see, this fight is all about Beat, and I'm not sure what causes him to like track Wily or not, but thank goodness on the last hit he did, because we are done with this game. Boom! Alrighty. And we've destroyed Dr. Wily's capsule again and again and again. And now he's running away. How can he run faster than Mega Man? I want to know this. He's an old man, and he's a scientist. He's not like he's an athlete or anything, but somehow he can outrun a super robot. Whatever. Yay, we saved Dr. Light. But wait a minute. Oh no, the fortress is being destroyed. And this is like the first moment I think that we've ever seen how strong Mega Man is, I think. It's a rare instance of like, oh yeah, Mega Man's really strong. You can hold up the ceiling of a building. And as we see, Wily flying away and Proto Man in the background. The silent hero who saves Mega Man and Dr. Light. And we can only think of what's going to happen next. You know, and we kind of should have expected Mega Man 6 just because of that last scene, right? But we also thought, well, maybe not, you know. Maybe not. Maybe we're done. Maybe Dr. Light or Dr. Wily is just going to fly away forever. But anyway, the Robot Masters, I don't think I mentioned this. One thing I thought that was really cool about the development of the Robot Masters, this was a new thing. that they did with Mega Man 5. I think it was Mega Man 5 was the first one that they did it. They held a contest across Japan. I think it was just Japan, and asked all of the fans and basically everybody in the public, saying, "Hey, public, give us designs, give us names." And there were so many entries. There were tens of thousands. I think well over 100,000, maybe. I don't know if there were 150,000, but there were so many entries. And of course, only 8 were picked. But it got, you know, the success of that little strategy to basically resource out your robot development for free was genius, and I think they did it for 6 as well. And so yeah, if you want, you know, if your entries was one of the winning ones, I don't even think there was like, you know, monetary rewards. It was just like the reward was your guy was in the game, and especially if you were, you know, in Japan where it was first released, that would have been a big deal, right? Like you're playing, you know, Mega Man 5 with your friends, or Rockman 5 with your friends, and you're like, hey, I'm the one who designed Wave Man or Star Man or Crystal Man, you know. And, you know, the guy who could design Crystal Man, everyone was like, why you make him so hard? You know, no, he's not that hard. But anyway, so yeah, Mega Man 5, I think, is the fun Mega Man of all of the installments, and the previous. You know, Mega Man 1 through 4, we were given a lot of good challenges, a lot of good innovations, and Mega Man 5 was just there, I think, to be fun. It had its own challenges, of course, and it wasn't a walk through the park per se. It's still a Mega Man game. You still had to, you know, learn the boss fights, learn the platforming, all the same stuff as other Mega Mans. It just, I don't think it was as time intensive as learning, like, well, especially 2 and 3. I think, you know, 1 wasn't, 1 was hard because it was new, but I would say that, you know, 5, yeah, it was a fun Mega Man. So anyway, until our next adventure that we inevitably know will come because Wily escaped again in Mega Man 6, so long for now.